We'll go first. We will not mulligan. This already looks infinitely better than the other deck we had. It's unfortunate that we're going to have to play all of our game ones with that deck, but we'll probably side into this one. So the plan is to throw Observant Alseid, or throw a Hopeful Eidolon onto the Observant Alseid, but that plan could change. Okay. Wish we had a few of those, for the record. Nothing else we can do. Possible we want to wait on our Hopeful Eidolon, throw it on something like our Nessian Asp. Depends on what he does, though. What I really want to draw is something else to play, just so I'm not forced to play the Eidolon. Okay, so we played the Voyaging Satyr. Wait, what? Attacking. So he has Boon of Erebos. Do I trade here? Or, I mean, force him to use it? Yeah. I'm not tied to this Observant Alseid right now. I'll make him do it. It's fine. He was going to have to use it anyway. I think I just throw down the Snarecaster now. No, he's probably not going to be attacking. I'm just going to pass and save it. So next turn I'm going to add Nessian Asp, and then I'm going to throw Hopeful Idol on it. And hope that's enough. Looks like his deck is just doing nothing. Okay. His hand must just be real bad, which is good news for me. Problem is, if he plays like a Baleful Eidolon, I just have no way to deal with it outside of fading into Antiquity. So we just gotta hope he doesn't have it. I feel like he would have played it last turn if he did, because he really had nothing else going on. He could have also just been holding removal. Yeah. You gotta tap your lands and then untap, and then you can... Okay, there you go. 6 drop. Is this Sip of Hemlock? No, it's Bestow. That's fine. We can race that easily. Ooh, that might change things. What do I want to do? It's an interesting draw. I'm a little concerned about playing the other Asp, because if he has a removal spell, then double blocking the Steed, and that's just like bad value too. Be trading my Asp for his Steed. I feel like I just want to start gaining life, so I'm gonna throw this guy on. I'm still gonna hold on to my Snarecaster, since we're in a racing situation, so we can't just like throw up a chump blocker and on the deciding turn. I don't foresee myself losing to his Voyaging Satyr beats. What do we got? Maybe his hand is just infinite 6 drops, that's why he wasn't casting anything. Baleful Eidolon, that's what I was afraid of. And that's why I saved my Snarecaster. Hopefully we draw land so we can throw down another Asp after this. Interesting draw. So we have some decisions to make. I'm very, very concerned about that Baleful Eidolon. I think the plan is just going to be Setessan Griffin, so we can start getting it in the air. And that way it would let us play this thing next turn if we have nothing else to do. Plus we get to hold this guy back for his Steed. So if he attacks, we get to see if he has a trick or something. I'm going to hold up God's Willing mana, obviously. So we're just going to do this and pass. Although if he's smart, he'll know I don't have God's Willing, because I would have just attacked into his Satyr, most likely. So I need to draw a Fade into Antiquity at some point in the near future. Land would also be serviceable, because we could get in and play our ass post-combat. That's unfortunate. At least we gain some life out of the deal. Okay, and he has to tap his guy, so I guess that's somewhat reasonable. There's our land. So we're going to get in for 3. We're going to drop our 2 guys. And hopefully we draw a trick or something. Very curious to what he's holding in hand. He hasn't really been doing anything of note, and he hasn't been using all of his mana, but he hasn't been making all his land drops. I guess he just has infinite time to feeds. But I'm definitely okay with that 2 for 1, because that clears the way for my Asp. It's a very interesting trade. Guess he was just very afraid of that Phalanx leader, and for good reason. Oh man, please don't have time to feed number 3. Shredding Winds. Sure. So now we're off to the races. We're going to hit him for 9 here. Oh, and that was excellent. So we're probably going to win now. So he only has 1 card in hand, so only a removal spell would save him at this point. So we're going to Monstrous. Bash for 9. He has to leave back his guys, and then we can tap down both his blockers when he attempts to save himself next turn. As long as he doesn't play another chump blocker, that would be obnoxious. Not sure what he's tanking about here. There's no Slaughter Pact in this set, sir. Okay. Get to gain a life, which is not irrelevant, I suppose. Tapping a bunch of mana. Baleful Eidolon. Okay, pretty sure he's definitely dead. Oh yeah, he's way dead. Don't even have to show him the God's Willing. Sick. And we were going to draw the Fade into Antiquity soon. Alright, so we drew this Hunt the Hunter, and now I'm starting to wonder how good it's actually going to be. Because we've only seen Voyaging Satyr. Well, he does have this thing, which I guess is reason enough to keep it. And we saw the Battle Master, which would otherwise be trouble for us to deal with. I just want to double check and see how many green creatures we actually have outside of Nessie and Asp. I'm also wondering if we want to add an 18th land, because we have a very high end. On the draw, it's less likely that that'll be necessary. Hunt the Hunter's pretty good with Fleece Mane Lion, I guess, but that's our only cheap green creature. Whoa! What are our Sedge Scorpions doing in the sideboard? That is unacceptable. So that makes me need to reconsider some stuff. I can cut the Shredding Winds now. I think I only saw the one Insatiable Harpy that was giving me fits. Snarecasters are pretty good in this matchup. I'm going to keep them in. Maybe this Ordeal has to go. Now that we're on the draw. Let's see. Yeah, because he has all the Baleful Eidolons, it's going to be a lot worse for us. Wonder how good this would be. If we could force him to make bad trades. I don't think the game's going to last long enough for that, though. It looks like he has a lot of good late game and a lot of ways to ramp into it. So I think we're going to go with this.